A Mexican cutie. Hello. She's crazy. Hey Jim, good morning. How are you? All right, I gotta go put some water in my bottle. Ooh, apple butter. Man, that sounds good. I like apple butter, but nobody else in the house likes apple butter, so I never get it. And I'm starving too. I haven't eaten since 5 o'clock yesterday. And I can't eat till noon today, so let's don't talk about food. Hey, 130 people watching. Do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. It does help our little business down here in Texas grow. We're Sharpen Right Services. We're located in League City, Texas. League City's halfway between Houston and Galveston on the Texas Gulf Coast. We sharpen salon, barber, and pet grooming shears. That's what we're doing today. Is we've got 6 pairs of pet grooming shears for a local dog groomer that dropped them off yesterday. She's closed on the weekends, so I've got to get them sharpened for her and her clipper blades. We do clipper blades also. I'm going to do some clipper blades later this morning. We also sharpen sewing and industrial scissors and just about any kind of knife. So if you're so inclined, please subscribe to the channel also, along with hitting that thumbs up. Greetings this morning from warm and humid southeast Texas. That looks pretty good. Also need to fill my alcohol bottles up. They're all empty. Alright, you're going to hear some noise here because we're going to turn the dust collector on. We've already got the fans on. Get all my lights fixed where I need them. Well, I hope everybody's having a wonderful morning or afternoon wherever you're at. Hey Jim, I watched your video this morning for your pizza cutter and your Chicago cutlery knives. These are convex edge grooming shears. You don't see a whole lot of those, but that's what these are. Looking good. I appreciate everybody watching. Hope you're doing well wherever you're at this morning or afternoon. I guess it could be afternoon somewhere. looks good. Got a nice edge on it. Nice even burr. So where's everybody watching from out there? Orlando, Florida. Well, thanks for watching out there. Hey, Jeff. Bump right there. Thought I felt something. Jeff, you got a bunch of business today? Farmers market or anything? Well, that's nice. I've got 6 pairs of grooming shears, and I think 8 clipper blades, and then a huge block of knives to do. And then I have a couple people saying they were going to drop stuff off today, but you know how that is. I got a market next weekend. I didn't go to the one last weekend because I had so much dog grooming stuff to do last weekend. I couldn't spare the time at the farmer's market and make sure I got everything done by Sunday evening for the dog groomers. And I don't make enough money at the farmer's market to justify saying no to a dog groomer. Oh, that's pretty cool. Christmas ornaments, huh? All right, I think I got the burr off all of those. Felt pretty good anyway. I don't know why there was such a bad burr on there. I really would have liked to have a whole bunch of knives this weekend. I should have done a Facebook ad. I did post on Nextdoor this week, and I usually get a little pickup of knives and scissors from the Nextdoor post. And I didn't do it till yesterday, so hopefully I'll get some more knives in this afternoon. I'm really tired of dog grooming tools. I'd like to have a bunch of knives. And I probably did a couple hundred knives this week. I don't know, I have to look at it. Probably not a couple hundred, maybe close to 100. I did a lot of knives this week on top of all the dog grooming stuff. Still see something right at the tip there. That looks good. And it's still hot down here in Texas. It's cooled off a little bit, but still it's going to be in the lower 90s today. And high humidity. I walked this morning with the dogs, and man, it was brutally humid and 0 breeze out this morning. Hey, Jim and Jeff both, I wanted to tell you that I got somebody contacted me regarding doing a YouTube video on a product. I get contacted all the time, but rarely does the product have anything to do with sharpening or anything I can use. And somebody sent me a magnifying glass light. It just came in the mail yesterday. I just took it out of the box this morning. I haven't opened the box itself, but they want me to do a review of it, and they sent it to me for free. So maybe this afternoon, if I have some time, I'll take it out of the box and set it up and do a YouTube. I'm gonna try to do a YouTube short and a long form video and put their link in the description. I can always use more magnifying glasses and more lights, that's for sure. So I'm pretty excited about getting something for free. Something I can use too. Oh, it's horrible, man. With my sight and my arthritis. I already have a lot of lights and magnifying glasses in my shop anyway, but I can always use more. Hey Barney, what's going on down under? Is it Saturday afternoon there? Is it Saturday afternoon in Australia? Have a good one. Get those knives sharpened. Hope you have a great day. Oh, wow. I'm just lost, man. Noon on Sunday. No, I guess it's midnight Sunday. Oh, that's cool. With a laser engraver, couldn't you? Start laser engraving knives? Those are cutting good. All right, we got one done. Well, this is the first thing I've ever gotten for free, so I'm pretty excited about it, and it's something I can use. She asked me what color I wanted. I said, I don't really care. Whatever you want to send me. So I don't know what color it is. Hey, Vinny. All right, Vinny, I'm going to do another pair of curves. And these are not cutting well. I'm going to take the tissue paper down. See that? See how they're not cutting what right there? Watch that. So if it won't cut through, one ply tissue paper, it's not going to cut hair or fur. So we got to fix these. Yeah, I don't know how many colors they have. Maybe they sent me a pink one. That would be kind of cool. You know, it's not going to matter what color because it's all going to get dirty. What's the tool called? Vinny, those are those ones I told you to go to Harbor Freight and buy a pack of them. I don't know what they call them at Harbor Freight, a pick or whatever. You can buy. There's two different batches of them at Harbor Freight. They're like $5 for a package. Yeah. All right. You know, I walk every aisle at Harbor Freight and I always find something that I can use. I'll say, oh, look at that. I can use that for something. For this, that, or the other. Robert, what's going on this morning? Thanks for joining us. Well, that's not good. Nobody likes to be caught up. I was caught up yesterday morning. Got a little cleaning done in the shop. Had a couple of people bring knives yesterday and I sharpened them. They picked up last night. The grooming tools that I've got to do this morning, she's not going to pick up until Sunday evening. And then I got a block of knives in that they won't pick up until the end of the month. I have a couple that live on a sailboat. And they were going sailing somewhere the next 2 weeks. Can't believe they have a big old, I don't know how big their sailboat is, but this is a big block of knives. $122 people watching. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, please hit that thumbs up button. It does help our little business down here in Texas grow. We're Sharpen Right Services. We're located in Lead City, Texas. We sharpen salon, barber, and pet grooming shears. That's what we're doing this morning. Yeah, Vinny, I like to use 2 of them. One's a thick one, one's a thin one. It's just preference. The thick one is more for the cosmetic look of the shear. And I don't always use both of them. More for blending. This is the thin pad. So it's really for the edge. Oh, I saw something there. Whereas the thicker pad is for blending in the back of the shear. So this is where, this is not a convex shear. It's a beveled edge shear. But I just kind of like to blend it a little bit and make it look a little cleaner. Once again, that's just my preference. Most people aren't going to teach you that. You know, you're gonna learn the basics of all this stuff, and you're gonna find your own way of doing it. I made this one. I bought the felt. You can see it. I bought the felt and I glued it to the plate. See, look how the rust. See how everything rusts in Texas. But I didn't cut the pad. I bought this pad from I think it was a rock polishing company, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's where I bought it from. I can't remember. I have to go back and look at my records. All right, I always deburr with that one. And Vinny, if you want to make your own pads, I have the website where I bought those different thickness polishing pads. They're somewhere in the Midwest, I know that. I can't remember the name of the company. Yeah, what's the name of that company, Mason? It's for like rock polishing and stuff, and if I remember right, it was a lapping company. That's exactly right. They had all different types of pads. And they were cheaper than some of the sharpening guys. You know, I want to support people's small businesses, but if I can find something a little cheaper, something that I'm going to use a lot of and destroy a lot of. You know, the polishing pads if you're not careful, they get really impacted with material, like this one. This one is about had it. You see it's impacted with material. So I need to replace this one. Kingsley North, that's it. That's the one. Thanks, Mason. That's the one, Vinny. Kingsley North. That's exactly where I bought those from. They've got some other stuff there that I think I could use for sharpening. And I don't know how I originally ran across Kingsley North. I think I just did polishing pads, search for polishing pads. I'm glad you came on here, Mason. See? I appreciate y'all popping in and commenting. I do have that website saved. don't take my process as gospel. That's for sure. If you notice, I'm not using the clamp on this. This is Ray Pope's device for doing curved shears. To me, it's not stable enough. I don't like the feel of it. I'm going to go back to my big piece of PVC pipe. I like the feel. I think I can feel better freehand on these curved shears. That's just me. I said my disclosure, this is for entertainment purposes only. And it's my entertainment. I like the PVC. Do you use a big piece of PVC? I had a 4-inch or a 5-inch piece of PVC pipe cut in half, and I would put these. I think these are inch ones here. But I had a 4-inch piece or 5-inch piece of PVC pipe that I would lay these abrasives over for the curved shears. I think it worked well. You know, there's so many ways of doing this stuff and getting very good results. See, I can feel where the ride line is getting smooth. Whereas with this, when it's in this holder, I lose the feel. Yeah, I think it works well. I gave mine, when I bought this device, I gave it away to another sharpener. 1,000, Vinny. I do 600 and 1,000 for the curved shears. When I've over polished like you would polish a salon shear, the dog groomers will come back and say, hey, it's folding hair. So you got to be real careful with the dog grooming shears not to over polish. All right, did I do this one? Let me make sure. There we go. All right, we're good. Alright, so they were not cutting real well, about an inch from the tip. They were folding fur. So we got to see if they're going to cut better now. Oh, it feels good. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I'm not cutting at the tip. All right, I got an issue with the tip. That's not going to work out well. So I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to use a 2000 grit. just going to work the tip a little bit. It's not cutting through the tip. Now it is. I'd move some tissue paper down here. So before, it would not cut all the way across. You see that? Now it is, and it's cutting all the way through the tip. Now that's just tissue paper. So let's get out our fur. Now I tested at the back, middle, and tip. And most of these groomers, they want it to cut really well at the tip for that fine grooming around the dog's face. So that's working well. So that's the fake fur. Now let's get some really fine fur, which is rabbit fur is what I use. Let's see if that tip cuts crisp, and it does. See that? Nice and straight. Right, make sure the tip's cutting. That's good. I think she'll be happy with that. They seem to be adjusted well. A little lubricant. Need to fill my oil bottle up. Amazon. Yeah, it's hard to find it. Amazon, it seems to be the cheapest. I like to put a little rubber band on it. Make sure they're kept closed. It also reminds me that I've already sharpened them. I got a bench behind me with a bunch of tools sitting on it, and I'll be distracted. All right, here's another pair. Let's get a sheet of, see how these are cutting. You know, those are cutting pretty good. I don't know why she wants those sharpened. Robert, are you here in the United States? Hobby Lobby had a sale on all their fabric a couple weeks ago, and I don't know how long that sale's lasting, but they had a 30% off on all of this fake fur. East Tennessee, okay. But if you got a Hobby Lobby near you, you know, this stuff is like $16, $17 a square yard. It's outrageously expensive. And I use it both for the grooming shears and the clipper blades. And so I was at Hobby Lobby a week or so ago. Hey, that's cutting good. Man, I hate to sharpen those. They don't need it. Tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these aside and text her. Let me clean them first, because I think they're cutting really good, and there's no reason for her to spend money when she doesn't need it. Let me polish them. She can always bring them back to me. She's a mobile dog groomer, so I see her all over my area. Anyway, what I was saying was Hobby Lobby had 30% off their fabrics, and that included the faux fur. So if you need that faux fur to test with, go check out your local Hobby Lobby if you got one close to you. I'm not sure if they're all over the country or not. Hey, Vinny, have a good one. Yeah, see, these are a little crunchy. They're cutting, but I can see for the thicker fur. And every time I go into Hobby Lobby, it's the same lady that works in the fabric department. She's been there for years. I always bring her a handful of business cards, and I do get a little bit of business from, she's pretty good about referring the sewing ladies. The sewing ladies will come in there and say, hey, do y'all sharpen sewing scissors? And of course they do not, and she passes out my cards. All right, so these are pretty nasty. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do is get out my Scotch-Brite pad and clean up the inside ride lines a little bit. That looks good. And I'll tell you what, since I made these Scotch-Brite wheels, they have come in so handy on these grooming shears, getting the smudge off of them. That looks better. All right, we're just going to go ahead and start sharpening. I like to use a red marker. Some guys use black, some guys use blue. I seem to be able to see the red better on shears, whereas I can see it better, I can see it with a knife. Black seems to work a little bit better for me, and I'm not sure why. Colorblind? And these are beveled edge also, not convex. Robert, where in East Tennessee are you? Are you in Knoxville? Because I got a call from a sharpener in Knoxville, or a text message the other day from a guy in Knoxville. Just a new sharpener. Bristol, oh man. Okay, I follow you. All right, I follow your page, I believe. Yeah, okay. Didn't connect the name. NASCAR Country, that's exactly what I was thinking. Hey, do you run into any moonshiners? If you do, we're gonna have to talk. I'm almost sure I follow you on Facebook. Oh man. Oh man, I want some. Hey Chad, thanks for watching from Utah. Well, Robert, I will connect your name and business. I was thinking about getting a big wall map and putting everybody's businesses on it here in the shop so I know where everybody's at. I don't know what's going on with that tip. Got a weird little thing going on with the tip. Hang on, I'm gonna take a screenshot. I always like to know my fellow sharpeners. You guys will do something and I'll see it and I'll want to contact you and ask you about something. Yeah, there's a young guy named Marcus in Knoxville that's just getting started in the business, and he calls and texts me all the time, asking me questions about this and that. I'll try to steer him in the right direction. Precision Edge, okay, cool. I don't know if I follow you or not, Mason, but I'm going to take a snapshot of that and I'll look you up if you're on Facebook or all the social media sites, and I'll follow you. Yes, it is. I like networking with people. I have 3 sharpeners in my market, or two guys that I know. I know there's more than 3 in my market, but there are 2 of them that I talk to all the time. They're literally within 10 miles of me, and we all get along great. Nobody's hurting for business if you hustle. In fact, one of the guys that's in my town, when I go on vacation, I don't know Courtney. There is plenty for everyone. Something on that blade. I still see something on that tip. Guys, we're going on 54 minutes. When I finish this shear, I'm gonna sign off and go get me another cup of coffee. Man, I don't know that name at all. You would have think I've been here 24 years, 10 as a sharpening business, I would have run into that name. Well, I appreciate you guys. The other sharpener in my little town, he doesn't do salon and barber shears. He's pretty much knives, and he'll do lawnmower blades and yard tools. Well, I say I don't do any yard tools. I don't do lawnmower blades. If it doesn't cut hair, food, fur, or fabric, I don't do it. I will do a yard tool, like a pruning shear or something like that. I did 3 yesterday for a lady. She brought me a bunch of knives though, so I said, yeah, I'll do them for you. But I don't advertise that I do it. And if somebody just calls me and says, hey, will you do some yard tools? I just say no. I send them to Tim. see, I feel something on this. And I've got a ride line. So YouTube is doing something different now. I noticed in the last couple days. This afternoon or tomorrow, they will kick out a short from this live stream. And they'll put it in my content as private. And then I can go in there and put a title or whatever and then make it public and link it to this. And I noticed people have watched it, and I noticed an increase in people going back and watching my live stream. You know, so I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut these live streams off at about an hour, even though I've got two other pairs of shears to go. We skipped one, but that's kind of cool that I don't have to worry about a short, and I'll get some more traction to the channel. All right, that looks pretty good. Let's go to the 1,000. Well, 85 people watching. I hope you hit that thumbs up button, and I also hope you subscribe to the channel. It does help our little business down here in Texas out. We get a little bit of income from our YouTube channel. It helps us buy abrasives. And I've actually gotten some business from having the YouTube channel. A lady contacted me a couple days ago from Alaska. She's got to mail her shears somewhere, and she saw one of my YouTube videos on sharpening Ginger sewing scissors. So she's mailing her Ginger sewing scissors from Alaska to Texas. That will be the furthest someone's ever sent me anything. All right, let's put them together and give them a shot to see if they cut. That's pretty good. That cuts great. Let's try our fur. Our faux fur. They cut at the back, right, middle. Tip is the most important, and yes, those are cutting at the tip and they're not pulling, not catching. Finish it with the rabbit fur. See the tip? That's what we want it to cut. We want it to cut nice and crisp, so when she works around the dog's face, it has a nice groom to it. All right, folks. Hey, that's 60 minutes. I've got more to do, but we're going to turn the camera off. Appreciate everybody watching. Hope everybody has a good Saturday or Sunday. Barney, if you're still out there, I hope you have a good Sunday. Down under. Jim, apple butter. Now I'm starving. Jeff, appreciate it. Hope you get some more knives in today. You too, Jim. Thanks, Mason. I'm going to look you guys up and try to follow y'all. I took pictures of your names and everything. I'll keep a record of who's who in America. You guys have a good one. Take care.